B1.2 plant animal cells. So as we looked at in our previous video, all our bodies are made up of cells, and there's different types of cells. So different organisms contain different cells. All cells have 4 parts for 4 components. The word components mean parts in them. And they are the nucleus, cell membrane, cytoplasm and mitochondria. The singular of mitochondria is mitochondrion. So let's just recap again. All cells have 4 parts: nucleus, cell membrane, cytoplasm and mitochondria, but different cells might have extra things in them. Okay, so I'm going to look at animal cells first. So this is probably the most common cell you'll see. It's it's animal cells. It's sort of round in shape and sort of wobbly around the outside. I'm going to go through the different parts of it now. So the cell membrane, this is a barrier that goes around the outside of the cell. It controls what goes in and what goes out of the cell. The second bit I'm going to talk about is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is what's inside the cell. It's a jelly-like liquid, so a substance where chemical reactions take place. Chemical reactions need to take place in the cell, and they happen in the cytoplasm. Third part is the mitochondrion. So a singular mitochondrion, plural mitochondria. This is where respiration happens. This reaction makes energy. So don't confuse respiration with breathing. Breathing is mechanical, sort of you breathing in and out. Respiration is a chemical reaction used to make energy using oxygen. And then finally the nucleus. This controls the cell and contains the genetic material, so it contains the instructions for the cell. And has genetic information needed to make new cells. So all cells have these 4 parts. And there are some exceptions, but generally they all have these 4 parts. Moving on to a plant cell, you can see that it is a different shape. It's more rectangular, and then it has some extra parts in it. It's got 7 parts in it, whereas the animal cell only had the 4 parts: the cell membrane, cytoplasm, mitochondria and nucleus. So we can see around the outside we had the cell membrane, like with the animal cell, but also we have the cell wall. Now this strengthens the cell and provides support. It is made of a tough fibre called cellulose, which makes the cell rigid, so makes it hard, and plants need this. So we've got the cell membrane on the inside, and then this bit on the outside is the cell wall. Something else that a plant cell has is a vacuole. This is a space in the middle. It contains a watery liquid called cell sap. It keeps the cell firm. So if a plant's hydrated, got lots of water in it, these sacs will be nice and full and it will keep the cell in shape. However, if the water or the cell becomes dehydrated, the cell will collapse. So it's important that vacuole is full to try and help keep the cell firm. And then finally, the extra thing that plant cells have are chloroplasts. So these are where photosynthesis happens. So we know in animal cells respiration happens in the mitochondria, and that's how we make our energy. In plants, they make their energy through photosynthesis, and that happens in the chloroplasts. Chloroplasts contain a green substance called chlorophyll, which traps the energy from the sun.